Hi, I'm Jan from VelomobileWorld.com and we shoot here a maintenance video, so have fun. In the today video I want to discuss the following topic. So you received your new bulk from the dealer, or you received your bulk delivered at home in the box because you live in America, or you bought a bulk second-hand and you need to adjust still the length of the pedals. If you received it at home or you buy it second-hand, you have to do it yourself. If you buy it by a dealer, it happens often, at least by me, that like I put the seat where I think it's nice, I put the pedals, everything is perfectly adjusted, and after 100 kilometers I think like, I would like to have the seat a little bit more down and a little bit more laying, which influence the length of the pedals. So I want to show you today how to do it and how not to do it. So it's practical to take this lid off, the hood or combi lid off, and this one off. These are really easy. These are with Velcro. There's a little arrow here which shows you where's the top. Here you can take down the brake cable, and here you can. So now you have much better space to work on it. So here we have the bottom bracket holder, and here we have 4 screws. These one we untied, but before you untie, it's always good to have a reference point. So if you move to the front, you put it the reference point on the back. If you move towards the rear, you put here the reference point there, in order you can measure the distance from the original position to the position you want to go. So you take an inbus, and you untied the 4 screws. So this is the original position, and I push it like 8 millimeter to the front, because that's what I need. Maybe in your case you need more or less. And I tied it a little bit with my hands. I put other clamp back on. To tie these screws, it would be nice if you have something similar like this, because if you over tight the screws, you will squeeze the carbon fiber and you will break the frame. If you not tied it enough, then it can move still during driving, which is also not funny. So I have here an Manometri, I think it's called Manometri. And I put it on 7.5 Newton. So that's tight. The next step, it's important to verify if the chain is long enough. So I have it in the front on the biggest chain ring and on the rear on the biggest chain ring. And I'm gonna check now to see the derailleur, how it looks like. So what I can see, that there is still possibility for tension. But if you see the derailleur standing fully to the front on max tension, that's not good, because you know it's over tensioned and it can damage the derailleur. In this case, I can still take a little bit out of my chain, because I would like to see if I put it on my smallest chain ring. you can see that there is already too little tension on it, on the chain link, on the derailleur. So I definitely want to make the chain a bit shorter. I will take out 2 of these, and I do that by searching in the front. I will search for the missing link. That can be sometimes a bit of an sometimes take a little time before you find it, but it's just turning the wheel and wait until the missing link is coming by. And yes, I found it. So I've here found the missing link. What I do is take off the chain from the front blade in order I have a bit of more space. There's a special tool for it, but I don't have it here at home, and I assume that many people don't have it at home neither. So I show it how you can do it with tools you can find at home. It's a little bit more difficult than with the special tool, but it works as well like this. So I established that I can take out 2 of these, maybe even a bit more, but I will start with only 2 of them. And so I took that out. Now I put everything back in. So we have 2 tips here. When you take out the missing link, make sure that you're outside the bike, because I dropped it inside the bike. It felt underneath the front idler and I couldn't find it in the beginning. Luckily my cameraman had a magnet with him, and with a magnet on a little stick we could take it out. And the second tip is make sure that the return chain is not twisted. You can verify that. Take the return chain, turn it as maximum until you feel like a resistance. Turn it 1, 2, 3. So by the 3rd it's already very much resist. So I go 1 back and I know that I have. So now I know this one is, so if you have in totally 3 turns, you go of course to the middle turn, and then you know the chain is not twisted. So if you can see, the return chain is going straight in on the front and it comes straight out on the front, you know it's straight. If for example the front chain on the front side the chain goes in like this and the rear goes a little bit out like this, you know it's twisted, so you have to do it again. So that's all about adjusting the bottom bracket holder and adjusting the chain. I showed you only how to shorten it, the chain. If you need to extend it, you need to buy a 12-speed chain with a missing link and add it with a double, so missing link there and a little missing link there. You cannot, from 10 speed, you cannot adjust, you cannot extend any more chain with this press, because it's not really reliable anymore after the 10 speed. In my case I have 12 speed. You can do it, but it's not recommended. I hope you enjoyed the videos about the maintenance. If you have still some ideas, please let them in the comments. But before you put comments, have a look to the other videos. Maybe we uploaded your question already. Don't forget to subscribe and have fun. See you next time.